So we'll do one more week after this week, and then we'll call the first episode. Okay, this job we can do right now. I can guarantee it because we have the RAM in our inventory. And again, this job isn't going to cost us anything. So it was advantageous for that RAM switch out. Because see, 2 gigs is the least they have. Oh, no, my USB drive in the computer. That's all May. And as you see now, I can install Will It Will Run if I needed to. But for this, I just need 3D Mark Advanced Edition. So there's there may be some games that say like you should have a 3D Mark score of this to run it, but it's highly irregular. So see, this workbench is $1,500. I'm going to do it because of how much time it'll save us. But as you see, that just took our bank account down significantly. Because when you're running this, I can go ahead and start another computer. And again, we have the $1,000 overdraft from our bank. So we can go $1,000 over before they start charging us. Okay, I should have just got the terabyte. But it's always better to be safe than sorry. So now I know that. Now this is just me. You can actually, it will tie the part to the computer. So if you remove a case panel and don't put it back on before you put the computer aside, the game's not going to forget. So you're still fine. It's just my anal nature. And we're going to see how far this guy's off from running this thing he wants to run. And 3D Mark's not done yet. Will it run? Okay, Sail Away I think it was called. Okay, I'm assuming he wanted to run recommended. Let me double check. Oh, hold up. Okay, so you're done. So we can actually collect him. RAM and HDD. So we don't know what he needs yet. Oh yeah. Okay, so he wants to run recommended. So he needs a card with more VRAM. 1050 Ti is not going to be that expensive, so that's something that's fine. And he's given us $490. Now sometimes for some other reason this will be selected by default, so always make sure next day delivery is selected and we're going to leave the office for the day. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that was the, okay. So we're in week 2. Quick gather the parts. Gonna do this one real quick. Yeah, do the storage one that, the storage is in the back. No clue what I was doing there. So in the comments, let me know what you're running to, by the way. So as I said, I'm running the Ryzen 7 2700X with fractal design, the Define R6 with a fractal design Celsius S36 water cooler, MSI GTX 1080 Ti Gaming X. Only 16 gigs of RAM, but that's going to change pretty soon here. And 1 8 terabyte, 1 3 terabyte, and then a 4 terabyte media drive. And then my 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. Was that it? Yeah, boot to OS. What do you need? Remove viruses. And we're going to save his graphics card, by the way. As you see, sometimes, okay, for instance, whenever you see this little red thing, it means there's a PCI lock on it, or an additional part that you have to take off the case. So always pay attention to that, because not every single case is the same. So we've gained a graphics card now. This is now ours, because we're going to give him this one, and we need to actually remove one more PCI bracket. But that card is now ours. So although we spent money on the card, we're going to be able to use that card later on. Now, considering the PCI bracket, I just like to get rid of those because I never have a use for them. In the game, that is. So, as you see, it meets recommended specs. We don't really have to run that program. It just knows. And I could boot to OS even though the computer screen is off. That's a new glitch. So he wants an upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM as well. I don't think we actually have any more RAM. Let me see. No, we don't. So I know he's gonna. I know he has 2 because 2 is the minimum. So we're gonna buy him one more 2 gig stick. Did I actually accept that job? Yes, I did. Okay. And now we're gonna try to fix this guy's PC. So his RAM and hard drive. And again, it's broken. There's nothing you could do with it. Now, you could use this to order the exact same part. Usually, in real life, I would probably order the exact same part most of the time, unless there's something I can get better for a deal. But in this instance, 8 gigs is 8 gigs. And that is the cheapest 8 gig stick anyway, so never mind. Now to see what kind of hard drive we need to buy. Easy Store 320 gig. Alright, we got all these parts arriving tomorrow. It's now Monday, or sorry, Tuesday. Back at the office. We're gonna finish this job up first. With our brand spanking new RAM. And our brand spanking new hard drive. Now, as you saw, there was a beauty panel. Well, actually, we're going to have to remove that again because PSU mount, which I could have just removed that from the front. I get confused on some of the cases, I'm not going to lie to you. So as you see, we're already back up to $610, by the way, from before. If you're smart, you can make money pretty quick in this game. Was this just a boot to OS? Yep. Which one are you? Remove viruses. Oh crap. I accidentally grabbed it. When you grab it, all the cables come out. That's why the having to like just power it on with pressing the P button thing with the cable auto connect is a really, really cool thing. Put the USB drive in. While you're doing that, you're done, right? Yeah, you're done. You I need. Look how quick that virus scan is, by the way. So you're done. And it is now your turn to be done. So this one, it's just a simple upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. You may hear me press P like before I plug the cables, and I've played this game so much I'm so used to the auto connect cables. So we're gonna run 3D Mark Advanced Edition. And we're gonna collect the money on the other 2 jobs real quick. New parts available. He wants, okay, here's one. So he already has an existing PC. He wants it to hit a 2153 on 3D Mark, which is a freaking random score. Like, you would never get jobs like this. It's not really real. He wants replacement HDD. So we have no clue how to proceed with this job right now. So we're gonna wait until 3D Mark's done running. We really can't order anything today unless the rebuttal from this job will give us something we can order for. I love Time Spy. Do 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 do. Yeah, nine tenths of the computer fixes I've done in my life are computers running slow, yada yada yada, and people not realizing like that a heavy percentage of the time it's just a simple reformat. Collect. Diagnose and fix. Okay, here's one. Now it's actually really easy. So every once in a while, every computer job starts with diagnosis, unless the people know what's wrong with it, which rarely, if ever, is the truth.